So, Father Dole, you are the associate pastor for Spires of Faith?
I am.
Okay. Then could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure. I was born and raised in Pella, Iowa. Grew up there. Have one brother and one sister. Sister is older. She's now down in Cedar Rapids, and my brother, he's younger, and he's up in St. Paul, Minneapolis. Grew up there. Went to high school. Was a Dutchman for the Pella Dutch. And then after I graduated there, I went up to Iowa State, became a Cyclone. So go Clones. I was in engineering, civil engineering, structural engineering, in fact, and loved it. I was there for 5 years, but about 3 years into Iowa State, I started to think, well, what is it that the Lord wants me to do? I started to discern a little bit more, and once I started asking the question of what the Lord wanted to do with me in my life, rather than what I just wanted to do, things, of course, become quickly muddled. So it was a good discernment process. But after a couple years there, those last 2 at Iowa State, I was pretty sure I at least needed to try out seminary. So I turned down all the jobs and went to seminary, went to Loris for 2 years, studied there in philosophy, and more the Lord blessed me with a profound grace and peace in that decision. And the following 4 years, I was over in Rome studying theology, which was a huge blessing in and of itself. But it's certainly wonderful now to return back for a couple of reasons. One, because now I have a place I can call home again, finally. After so many years between Iowa State and Loris, and then Rome, being in school, where, during the school year you're at school, but otherwise home is always some distant place. It's nice to now finally have home. And then it's also good to return because now I'm ordained a priest, and certainly for all of us, we're fulfilled by the vocation that the Lord is calling us to. So being able to actually now live that vocation that I've been discerning and seeking and praying about for the past 6-8 years, it's wonderful to be here.
What were some of your highlights in Rome while studying?
Ooh, highlights in Rome. Well, certainly being over in Europe, being in such close proximity to so much of the history of the world. Rome, of course, was the center of the world for a while, so all that is still there, although in ruins. But then being able to travel around to visit places that I never would have dreamed that I would be able to visit in my life. And then also being so close to the Pope and so close to the heart of the Church is just, it's just a huge blessing. I've been able to actually serve Mass with the Holy Father, to meet him, to get close to him. So I would say above all, the biggest highlights over there were to be so close to him, to experience that universal church, to hear his words directed right to you, and to really be able to take those to heart. But then also just the close friendships that I've formed over there with other men, discerning other men who are now priests back here in the United States. It's just a wonderful brotherhood that you develop while you're so far from home, but yet you have to bind together and really support each other. So it's probably that.
Okay. Do you have certain new responsibilities here at Spires of Faith that you're going to be assigned?
Oh, I have plenty of responsibilities, I suppose. Father Dennis Quint, our pastor, he's kind of my mentor, he's my shepherd. Of course, I'm only a week into the job, and he's allowing me to kind of come upon those responsibilities gradually as I get used to both just being a priest, but then also get used to the different responsibilities here in the parish. So it's going to be an adventure this first year, no doubt. But I look forward to getting to know everybody I get to work with and everything. So.
Okay. And you had mentioned you'll be the chaplain at Beckman Catholic.
That's right.
With that assignment, are there certain things you'll be doing with the students and staff there?
Yeah, that's something also that yet to discover as the school year begins up here in the fall. So I look forward to the challenges and the new adventures that will be over there. Hopefully I will be able to be present to the students and to the staff, all the teachers, all the good people who make our Catholic schools healthy and strong. I look forward to working with them and being with them, supporting them, offering the sacraments to them, and just perhaps share my vocation story with them and see if we can get some more good, holy vocations out of Beckman Catholic, both to the priesthood, religious life, married life, the whole spectrum. So I look forward to working with the kids.
Okay. So when you're not here at Spires of Faith, kind of, some personal hobbies or things that you like to do in your spare time?
Sure. Right now, a lot of it's catching up with family. 4 years in Rome, it takes you away from a lot of things. All of my nieces and nephews, they were born while I was over there in the past 4 years. So spending time with family is going to be a big part of what I do on my day off, at least for the first good while. Certainly staying connected with my brother priests will be a big part of that as well. I got 2 classmates over in Dubuque, so I'll go visit Father Kyle and Father Mark a fair bit, as well as the rest of the presbyterate. We have a great fraternity here in the Archdiocese of Dubuque, so I'll definitely seek great fraternity and comfort from them.
Okay, do you like to do any sports? I know Father O'Connor's a fisherman and hunter. Do you have any kind of those outdoor hobbies, or?
I'm no fisherman, I'm no hunter. Certainly, I'm not good at any of those things. I do like to stay active. Hopefully, one of these days, when I get things straightened out, I'll be able to work out a bit, maybe ride a bike. If I need to get a bike first to be able to do that. But go for a run. I do enjoy sports, so I'll probably watch a fair bit of sports. I'm a board game guy, so I do like to play board games. I know this area is known for its card playing, so there's probably a few card games that I need to learn. I've already got euchre down, but there's some others that people talk about that I'm sure over the course of the year I'll learn how to play those too. But that's always a lot of fun. I like to see movies. I like to do just all the regular things that people tend to like to do. So I look forward to being able to do those things again, because back over in Rome it wasn't so easy to always see a movie, especially not in English, so that will be nice.
Okay. And I know you're only a week into your new job here, so kind of some goals that you have for yourself in your first year here? Probably kind of a loaded question there.
Yeah. Well, my goals will be, I guess, ultimately it's to live up to who the Lord is calling me to be. Certainly, most specifically, who He's calling me to be here in the Spires of Faith. So my goal would be to be that good and holy priest that the people of the Spires of Faith Cluster deserve. And certainly I got a great model in Father Quint. I have a great model in Father Noadim, who just left. So I'll have to learn from him. I have a great model in Father O'Connor up north. He will certainly help me out as well. So if I can get to the end of this first year and people say, well, there's a good and holy priest. We're glad that we have him here. I would say that all my goals are met in one way or another.
Okay. And what are you most looking forward to in your new assignment here?
I'm just still getting used to being a priest. So being a priest for the people of God is a wonderful thing. And I'm certainly day in and day out, I'm always looking forward to being able to celebrate the sacraments, to be able to be with the people, pray with them, to be able to be called Father is still something that gives my heart great joy. So as a new priest, I tell you what, there's a lot of things to look forward to, a lot of things to get used to, and I'm really enjoying that now, and I think I will for quite some time. Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with the cluster, just more about yourself, or?
Well, it's good to be here with everybody. Certainly let me know if there's anything I can do to help serve you better and to be a good and holy priest. Priests are truly only as good as their people, just like the people are only as good as their priests. So this is something that we need to work at together. So let me know, keep me honest, keep me working, and I'm really gonna learn a lot and enjoy these next few years here while the Archbishop allows me to be your associate pastor.
Okay, thank you.